Hey, hey now, and a pleasant good evening to you and yours, and welcome to the Brevard Sports Network, where tonight we've got some regional softball action for you. 6A Region 3 as the Melbourne Bulldogs and the Harmony Longhorns will do battle here at Dawson Field in Melbourne. Alan Slaughterzinski with you tonight. Caleb Brown and Jackson Robb will be on the call over at O'Galley for baseball. And we're off to, I guess, what you would consider a couple-minute early start. So let's take you through the Harmony Bulldogs lineup. Batting first and leading off, Ariel Rivas. Batting second is going to be Ireland Sibbett. Batting third, Lindsey Green. Fourth, Dominica Cohout. Fifth, Amanda Whalen. As it's quickly 0-2 from Kyla Berry. Haley Diaz, sixth. Angelica Castro, seventh. Cheyenne Dumford, eighth. And Natalie Booth is batting ninth. We'll take you around the Melbourne, and that is outside for a ball 1-2. Let's take you around the Melbourne Bulldogs. Infield at first, Sophia Valcourt. At second, Bailey Holland. Over at short will be Nadia English. At third base, Allie Turner. Kyla Berry's in the circle tonight. Behind the plate, Alicia Thompson. In left field, from left to right tonight, it'll be Haley Turner, Nevaeh Loveridge, as that is a ball, and the count goes to 2 balls and 2 strikes. And over in right field is Addison Berry. 2 balls, 2 strikes to the leadoff hitter. Strike 3, and there is the first strikeout tonight for Kyla Berry. And it's one. Oh, I'm sorry, that's strike 2. My bad. The scoreboard was all screwed up. That's strike 2. I swear to God, I'm going to get in the groove here. So it's the second batter. 1 out. Already one. So I was right. Just the wrong batter. This is Ireland Sibbett. And that'll be low for a ball. So it's 2-2 now. Okay. All right. Harmony, pretty good batting team. They come in batting .450 on the year with a .505 on base percentage. So they can swing the sticks. Swung on and missed. They haven't caught up to anything Barry's thrown yet. That is the second strikeout. 2 outs here in the top of inning number 1. Of course, Melbourne, you know how great the Bulldogs are and what they've accomplished this season. Their team ERA this year, 0.12. Kyla Berry has yet to surrender an earned run this year. Strike 1. That's a big reason why tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Relentless Real Estate and Scott Loveridge. 0-2 now. Berry straight on in a groove to start. The 0-2 coming from Berry to Lindsey Green. Strike 3. Kyla Berry strikes out the side on 11 pitches, 12 pitches, and we go to the bottom of the first. No score between the Longhorns with the Bulldogs coming to bat. What an inning for Kyla Berry. Coming in, the Melbourne Bulldogs are ranked 6th, according to the FHSAA in the state of Florida. They are ranked in the class fourth in 6A. You're going to have a hard time explaining to me why they're not ahead of Bartow, but we're going to get our crack at Bartow. That is for sure. We are going to get our crack at them. If you see any comments pop up referring you to another live feed, it is spam. They want your credit card information. Report the comment as spam, and when I catch it, I'll block and delete them. I had a little conversation with them today. They kept putting up links to feeds. All they want is your credit card information. They kept putting up links to feeds today. And I sent a message to them and told them I could sit here and do this all day long. Once again, tonight's game brought to you by Relentless Real Estate and Scott Loveridge. For all of your real estate needs, Scott Loveridge is your man. 321-302-0763. All right. Let's go through the Melbourne Bulldogs lineup. Leading off, batting first, going to be Addison Berry. Batting second is going to be Allie Turner. Batting third is going to be catcher Alicia Thompson. Batting fourth, Sophia Valcourt. Batting fifth, Nadia English. Batting sixth, Bailey Highland. Seventh, Nevaeh Loveridge. Eighth, Kyla Berry. And batting ninth is Haley Turner as Addison Berry steps in. Berry this year, a .271 hitter. She's an outstanding slap hitter, so keep your eye. Apparently, Harmony knows that. Harmony led by manager Dan Edel in his first year as the skipper, and sixth, seventh year here. That ball is slapped up and nearly an outstanding play by the shortstop, but it just gets away from her. So it's a foul ball strike. On deck is Allie Turner. Tell you a little bit about the pitcher here in the circle for Harmony. It's Lindsey Green. Pitch from Lindsey, slapped foul. Lindsey this year is 3-0 with a 3.26 ERA. In 49 and a third innings pitched, she's got 71 strikeouts. She's issued 18 walks. 26 runs, 23 of them have been earned. The 0-2, and there's a slapper to the shortstop, up and over to first for the first out here in the bottom of the first inning. If there was a concern about the Bulldogs coming in, that concern was the bats. The Bulldogs come in as a team batting .305, but you generally like to see that a little bit higher this time of the year as Allie Turner steps in. Allie, a power hitting third baseman. This season, Allie batting .365. I'm sorry, that's Haley. Allie's batting .286. She leads the team, or second on the team in home runs with 4. The pitch, high for a ball, and it's 1-1. No score here. And the relentless real estate, bottom of the first inning here. I'd like to thank the Florida High School Athletic Association for tonight's game as well. The pitch swung on and missed. Strike 2, and the count is 1-2. The on-deck hitter is catcher Alicia Thompson. Alicia with 8 round trippers this year. And that is drilled up the middle for a base hit by Allie Turner. So a 2-strike base hit by Allie. And the Bulldogs have a runner on with just 1 out here in the bottom of inning number 1. And that's going to bring up, as we just told you, Alicia Thompson, .371 this year, 8 home runs, and 21 RBIs for the power hitting sophomore catcher. And she drives this one down the right field line. And gone! An opposite field home run for Alicia Thompson. And the Bulldogs are on top 2-0. First pitch over the right field wall for a home run for Thompson, her 9th round tripper of the year. And RBIs, 22 and 23. And the Bulldogs quickly on top, 2-0. That ball got out in a hurry as Sophia Valcourt steps in. Valcourt, a .295 hitter. She's got 6 doubles this year. 2-0 on an Alicia Thompson home run. First pitch swinging. That ball gets away, and it is Strike one. Or ball one, sorry, 1-0. One ball, no strikes to Valcourt. Nice job by the catcher there to try to frame it up, but it just didn't work. Lindsey Green's catcher tonight. Battery mate is Angelica Castro. And Green behind here as Valcourt fouls it back to the screen, and the count is 2 balls and 1 strike. The on-deck hitter is Nadia English. So Thompson 1 home run away from double-digit home runs as a sophomore. The pitch, as this one is hit down the right field line from the shade to the sun, and a nice job there corralling it in by Natalie Booth for out number 2 here in the bottom of the second inning. Twos are definitely wild. Number 22 is in the box now, 2-0 Melbourne on a 2-run home run from Thompson. English, just an outstanding softball player, the Stetson commit this year. She comes in batting .289, 1 home run, 4 triples, 9 doubles, 16 RBIs for the Bulldogs shortstop this year. 0-1 from Green. The pitch outside, and the count is even up at a ball and a strike. Beautiful evening for baseball and softball. We've got them both here tonight on Brevard Sports Network. You'll see Melbourne tomorrow night as well in baseball as they take on the Vieira Hawks in a highly anticipated matchup. Regional, and the soft liner is hauled in by the third baseman, Haley Diaz, for the third and final out. 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, nobody left. Alicia Thompson with the big 2-run home run, and the Bulldogs lead it early, 2-0 after 1. Once again, we want to thank Scott Loveridge tonight for his sponsorship. These FHSAA postseason games cost money, and Relentless Real Estate stepped up tonight, and Scott Loveridge to pay the fees associated with the broadcast tonight. So we want to thank Scott and remind you that we ask you to support all of those that support local youth sports here in Brevard County, whether it be through us or anyone else. And Scott does a terrific job with Relentless Real Estate. And if you've got any real estate needs at all, please give Scott a call. And that number is 321-302-0763. As the Bulldogs take on the Harmony Longhorns here in FHSAA Class 6A Region, I think this is 3, action. And we head to the bottom of inning number 2. Kyla Berry, all she did was strike out the side her first time up, or her first time out. Dominic Cohout is the batter for Harmony. Berry picks right up where she left off last inning and deals strike 1. 0-1 to the cleanup hitter. Swung on and missed. Strike 2. Cohout, a junior, batting .423 this year. She got 11 hits, 9 RBIs, and a double for skipper Christy Mindrup. Strike 3, 4 straight strikeouts for Kyla Berry. And Amanda Whalen, the center fielder, will step in. Whalen this year, a .475 hitter. And she swings and misses at a Berry offering. And Barry has started off the the top of the second inning with 4 straight strikes. 4 straight. Outside, I jinxed her. That's my problem. I did that to her. 1-1. Valcourt and Turner in, and that's a ball. 2-1. How good has Bulldog pitching been this year? Well, I'm going to tell you after this pitch. Strike 3. Or strike 2, sorry. I got her struck out already. Barry's 5-1 and has not allowed an earned run this year. She's got 132 strikeouts in just 64 2/3 innings pitched. And that was coming into the game. That is her 5th strikeout of the game. She now has 169 strikeouts on the year. And that is out number 2 as Angelica Castro steps in. I don't think I've ever seen, and that just missed low. I don't think I've ever seen a pitcher strike out the first 9 batters of a game before. I don't think I've ever seen it. Outside for a ball. 2-0. There's a strike. 2-1. Of course, Barry's battery mate is Alicia Thompson behind the dish. Thompson with the big 2-run blast. That's strike 2. 2-2 now. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 on the board for the Bulldogs. Deuces wild. Will the turn card be the 7th strikeout of the game? No, it's ball 3. 3-2 now. So Barry outside, and that'll be a base on balls for Castro. And that'll bring up Cheyenne Dumford, the left fielder. And actually, this is the catcher. I'm a batter behind. This is Angelica Castro. As Castro steps in. Bulldogs on top early here, 2-0. Alicia Thompson with a 2-run opposite field home run. I always put the score in the comments section. Fouled back to the screen. If you pop out and pop back on, if you scroll up a little bit, you'll be able to catch the score. So 0-1. That should be a strike. Yes, indeed. Good call by the first base umpire on Castro. One and two. Strike 3 called. 3 outs. As once again, Kyla Berry strikes out the side. She's now got 6 in the game. All of the outs have come via the K, either frontwards or backwards. We head to the bottom of the second inning. The Melbourne Bulldogs 2, the Harmony Longhorns nothing. Once again, we'd like to thank Relentless Real Estate and Scott Loveridge for their sponsorship of tonight's game. Got an opportunity to see Harmony's baseball team last week. They got shut out as well, also by Melbourne in the first round of the districts. No, that was Vieira that shut them out. And speaking of Melbourne and Vieira, those two baseball teams will play in what I could only describe as one of the most anticipated baseball games in this county in a while. Those two teams getting together tomorrow night. It's going to be a lot of fun. And it's going to take place at USSSA Stadium. We always encourage the gate receipts for the schools, of course. But if you can't make it, obviously, right here on Brevard Sports Network is where you'll see it. As Bailey Holland, the freshman, steps in. Holland this year, a 264 hitter. She's got 2 home runs this year, 7 RBIs, 14 hits, as this is the second inning of work for Lindsey Green. The pitch to Holland. Let's say hey there to Coach Akeem Payne there on the feed. I think I saw Coach Terrence Jones on there as well. Pitch, like say hello. I always want to say hello to coaches that jump on. Of course, you, the parents that support us as well. 1-1. Dan Adele at first, and David Kintai, or at third, David Kintai at first. That's high for a ball. 2-1. Obviously, if you know softball in the region, know some coaching changes here late in the year, and Dan Adele named the skipper, and of course, Coach Kintai, head football coach, who's pulling double duty. Coach Kintai tomorrow night will be down playing in the spring game with his Bulldogs tomorrow night. Two and two to the freshman Bailey Holland. The pitch, and there's a grounder, and the third baseman can't keep it in her glove. That's going to be a hit. That's a tough play to make as Nevaeh Loveridge now steps in. The senior, a couple more days left in the year for the seniors. Loveridge this year, a 292 hitter. She's got a home run, 2 triples, 4 doubles, and 11 Melbourne RBIs. 2-0 Bulldogs on top. As Nevaeh liked that rising fastball. And it's 0-1 to the center fielder. Holland, you see it first. The on-deck hitter is pitcher Kyla Berry. She will bat. The pitch, nobody out, as Holland looked like she was going to be taken off there. The Bulldogs will run on you if you fall asleep. They've got 53 stolen bases this year. Holland with 4 bag thefts. The 0-2. And Holland holds it up. And the count is a ball and 2 strikes. Good eye by Nevaeh. Strike 3, and that'll be the first out here in the bottom of inning number 2, and that'll bring up Kyla Berry. Kyla can not only throw BBs from the circle, she can hit too. She's a 324 hitter this year. She's also got a home run. 6 RBIs for the Bulldogs this year. Popped up and out of play. I think the biggest thing that disappoints me about this region is that Melbourne is a number 2 seed, should be a number 1 in my opinion, even over Bartow. And it robs us of, if Vieira beats Seminole Ridge tonight, robs us of what we get to see from a baseball perspective tomorrow night. And that is a ball. Robs us from a regional perspective. Tomorrow night we get to see Melbourne and Vieira play in baseball, rematch of the district championship game. The only way we get to see that in softball is if both teams make it to the regional finals. And that ball is rocked up the middle as the Bulldogs now with runners on first and second. Good base hit there by Kyla Berry. And that'll bring up Haley Turner. Turner, a 365 hitter this year. Left-handed slap hitter. Barry will come out. And your pinch runner will be Carol Hurd. Camden, I'm thinking of you. Yeah, her mom's not running. Camden's running. The pitch to Turner. She squares the bunt. Down the third. Stolen base. Ball goes into right field. And all the way to score. And Camden. Hey, Coach. Here's a cheap dollar pair. He'll block them out. Yes, sir. Absolutely. So the throwing error makes it 3-0 Melbourne. And Camden Hurd ends up on third. Good heads-up base running there. So now an RBI opportunity for Haley Turner. Pitch popped off the backstop there, fouled off the backstop. Still one out here. Bulldogs on top, 3-0. But what I was saying is we just get robbed of not seeing that match up until the regional finals. Outside for a ball. Look, I think Skylar Wagner and Vieira could get past Bartow. Bartow's got an outstanding pitcher in Kaylin Oxley, who's 17-0 with over 200 strikeouts this year. But Skylar showed everybody last year she can beat you. Pitch. I just would like to see it like we're seeing Melbourne and Vieira tomorrow night in the regional semifinals. The pickup truck brigade is out there in left field tonight supporting the girls. That's always good to see. Great crowd on hand here. Harmony traveled really well coming over. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 1 out. Back to the top of the order on deck in Addison Berry. Strike 3 called. 2 outs. Addie Berry steps in. She grounded out her first time up. Runner at third, 2 outs here. Here's the pitch. There's a little slapper off the fence foul. And it's 0-1. We know Trey Wheeler will be going tomorrow night for Melbourne. I can only think it'll be Camden Wicker for Vieira. And this matchup here right now, we've got Kyla Berry on the hill, who has not allowed an earned run all year. In fact, Melbourne has only allowed two earned runs all year. Their team ERA, 0.12. That slapper goes back to the backstop, and the count is now 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in this 6A3 regional quarterfinal matchup. Wednesday, Brevard County got off to a good start baseball-wise, 3-1. Last night, collectively, between softball and baseball, there's a slapper again, foul. Last night, unfortunately, it was like Black Monday, except it was Black Wednesday, as we went 2-7. Your 2 winners last night in softball. Congratulations to Coach Scott Thomas and the Rockledge Raiders, as they got a 5-3 win over Horizon. The 0-2 is a slapper right back to the pitcher. She accepts her gift promptly, lays the ball in the circle. That is the 3rd and final out. Nice play there by Lindsey Green. 1 run on 1 hit, 1 error, 1 left. We head to the top of the 3rd, 3-0, Melbourne on top. But getting back to last night here, Yeah, it was not a good night for Brevard County softball or baseball as Rockledge and Scott Thomas's team got the win. Great job, 5-3 over Horizon last night. And for the third consecutive year, not counting COVID, the Raiders have now won an FHSAA State Series game. So congratulations to Coach Thomas and his team. It's not easy to do. It's not easy to make it every year, and the Raiders continue to do that under the tutelage and guidance of Coach Thomas. And then no surprise here at all. Coach Tom Doley, 600-plus career wins over MCC. They go on the road last night as a 6 seed, score 7 runs in the second, and end up with an 11-7 win over St. John Paul II. As MCC has captured the last 2 state championships in Brevard County. Of course, they did it in 2019 and then back in 2013. Of course, that team had Vinny Capra on it. Vinny Capra now playing for the Toronto Blue Jays. I don't believe he's gotten his first major league hit yet, but we're keeping tabs on Vinny. Outstanding. He's playing out in the outfield for Toronto at the moment. He played shortstop for MCC. And the first pitch is a ball as Cheyenne Dumford steps in. Dumford squares the bunt, lunges at it, and that'll be a strike. And the count is 1-1. Valcourt, Holland, English, and Turner around the horn. The 1-1. 1-2 now. Kyla Berry's faced 7 batters. She walked 1, and she struck out the other 6 to add to her strikeout total this year. That will be strike 3. Make it 7, and it's 1 out here. Natalie Booth steps in. Makes it pretty easy to remember what everybody did the last time up when you strike out, because I'm by myself, so I can't keep score. I can, sort of. So I try. You're all right, Coach. Somebody's trying to kill us here. That's all right. 1-0. Make it 1-1 to the number 9 hitter, Natalie Booth. Ariel Rivas is on deck. Got some activity in the bullpen, and I'll tell you, that's a attempt at a bunt for strike 2 as Jazzy Frantic warms up in the bullpen tonight. You're going to see Jazzy pitch tonight. Dan Adele and the staff has done an excellent job this year utilizing the 2 best pitchers in Brevard County. That's strike 3, and that is out number 2, and we're back to the top of the lineup with Ariel Rivas, who, that's right, you guessed it, struck out her first time up. So, yeah, they have, Kylie transferred over here over the summer. Her and her sister Addie Berry did, and a lot of questions were, well, how would you, Jazzy Frantic is the reigning player of the year in Brevard County, both Brevard Sports Network, Florida Today. I mean, she had an outstanding year last year. So how would you work a great pitcher like Kyla Berry into the mix? Strike 2 actually fouled off. The answer was simple. At the time, Jeff Shepard and Dan Adele used them both in the rotation. One would pitch 3 innings, one would pitch 4. It was just outstanding how they did it. They kept everybody happy, and it worked. And tonight we're going to see that type of rotation as that ball is fouled off, and the count remains 0-2. As we're going to probably see Jazzy Frantic next inning come in, and Frantic is just 4 strikeouts away from 200 on the year. 3-0, Melbourne on top here. A 2-run home run by Alicia Thompson in the first. Bailey Holland created some havoc on the base pass in the last inning, and that is the third and final out of the inning. As we go to the bottom of the third, that is 9, count them, 9 strikeouts, 3 outs per inning, 3 innings so far for Harmony, and all of their outs have come via the whiff as we head to the bottom of the 3rd inning for the Melbourne Bulldogs. And once again, I just want to tell everybody that, or ask everybody to please support those that support us and Brevard County student athletes. And one of those local businesses is Relentless Real Estate and Scott Loveridge for all of your real estate needs. Or if you've got a realtor and you're not happy with them, give Scott a call at 321-302-0763. And we are back to the middle portion of the lineup again with 2, 3, 4 due up here. It'll be Allie Turner, the home run girl, and Alicia Thompson and Sophia Valcourt as the Bulldogs lead it 3-0. As Allie steps in, Allie singled her first time up and was on base when Alicia Thompson hit the opposite field blast down the right field line. Lindsey Green still in the circle, doing a good job out there is Lindsey. I'd like to welcome in Jeff Shepard, coach. Welcome. Miss you, buddy. 3-0 here. You can use them if you need them. That's why I love Doc. Oh, anything for you, coach. You know that. High for a ball, 1-0.
How's it going?
Good, man. Just, doing a little broadcasting. Oh, no problem, man. No problem. You know me. I'll stand here for whatever. You got to go down and play some football tomorrow, don't you?
Yeah.
Who do you play tomorrow?
We're going down to play Park Vista.
I couldn't remember. Brett told me.
Park Vista Community High School.
Okay.
It's just west of 95 in Lakewood.
You excited?
It's going to be exciting and fun. I mean, we had some injuries this spring, which we always do. Spring seems to be the time when it's just not working real well. But we got everybody filled in. We got good core guys coming back, good leaders.
Better now than August, right?
Yeah, and Park Vista's a bigger school than us, so I figured I wanted to get them out of town, play a little bit bigger school, get some competition, go down and see what they're really made of.
You and I are going to sit down and talk in a couple of weeks, ain't we?
Absolutely.
All right.
I definitely want to, for sure. Because I'm done a week early, you didn't get to come to spring ball.
No, I didn't.
Okay.
Yeah.
This was a jam together.
16 teams from the county went in this year as Allie Turner loops one into center field, and Turner is 2 for 2. 16 teams this year. It's tough to get around.
Yes.
But, yep. But thanks, Coach. I'll see you, bud. Yeah, man. Good to see you. Good luck tomorrow night. We got Vieira Melbourne baseball. Yeah. Yep. So
I'll probably have a parent with you actually on so we can keep track.
keep track, right. That's Coach David Kintai, the head coach of the Melbourne Bulldogs, and always love talking to Coach Kintai and what a year they had last year. Melbourne right now is this program from top to bottom, rocking and rolling in sports. As the home run queen is up here, Alicia Thompson. Allie Turner takes a couple of steps off the bag. Now, Turner does lead the team in stolen bases this year. So that is 0-1 to Thompson. She didn't like that one. At home run, it was a first pitch strike. And that is high and outside for a ball. 1-1 to Alicia. Sophia Valcourt is on deck. Inside for a ball, and you can tell right now that Lindsey Green knows that Alicia hit that ball out the last time up, and she's not trying to put anything out over that plate. The pitch, the 2-1, high, ball 3, not giving her anything to hit. 3 balls and 1 strike. Love these 7 o'clock starts. Alicia wanted to plant that one out there with the pickup trucks. fouled it off, and the count is now full at 3-2. Nobody out, so it'll be interesting to see if Allie Turner takes off here and tries to swipe a bag here. And she does not. Count will remain full with Valcourt on deck. Sophia Valcourt will have her signing day coming up. FAMU commit is Sophia. Allie going to Belmont University. The pitch swung on and missed, and she got her that time on the off speed. Nice pitch by Lindsey Green there, and that'll be one out as Valcourt steps in. This team is loaded with girls going to college to play softball. Of course, Kyla Berry's going to James Madison University. Allie to Belmont. Nevaeh to Stetson. Fouled back. Sophia to FAMU. I'm sorry. Nevaeh to Kaiser University. And Nadia English to Stetson. That's 5 committed to play college baseball. 4 of them are seniors. English will be back with us next year. 0-1 to the power hitting first baseman. Here's the pitch. Fouled back and out of play. And quickly ahead is Lindsey Green. So Green doing a good job here in the meat of the Bulldog lineup. Oh, and 2. 1 out. The pitch. And that's a shot over the shortstop's head. Turn around, second, on her way to third. She'll get there. Valcourt will be thrown out at second. So she'll get a single, advance the runner to third. Good aggressive base running. I like it. And it'll be 2 outs, but it'll be a runner on third for one of the best hitters in the county in Nadia English. Good try by Sophia. Nice solid hit. I do like the aggressive base running. I don't think you do that with 2 outs, but I do like it. As Nadia English steps in, looking for a ribby tonight. Green's offering to her is a nice-looking pitch for a strike. 0-1. Score still 3-0 Melbourne here in the bottom of the third. And there's a grounder to the shortstop's got to hurry. Off balance. Tied. And Nadia English beats out an infield hit. And that's the 4th Melbourne run. Great call by the umpire. That was a dead tie, and the tie always goes to the runner. You saw it right here in your living room. As Bailey Holland steps in. Bailey reached an infield single on a good attempt by the third baseman her last time up. Nadia, outstanding base stealer as well. And there she goes, off and running, and Nadia English will easily swipe second base. And now Bailey Holland, with a strike on her, has a runner in scoring position. For Nadia English. That is her 12th stolen base of the year. High for a ball. And it's 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs, 1 in. Bulldogs have plated a run every inning. 2 in the first, 1 in the second, now 1 in the third. As Bailey with a good cut on that. And the count is now 1-2. That was a good play by the shortstop. She got it there as quickly as she possibly could, but Nadia English just, and there's a grounder down the third base line, and it is called foul. I mean, the shortstop made a great play on that play by English. That's Ari Rivas, but Nadia just too fast down the line. On deck is Nevaeh Loveridge. The 1-2, and there's a grounder to the shortstop. She bobbles this one, and that'll be an error, but Bailey Holland will reach base for the second consecutive time. And now with 2 outs, there are runners at first and third for the Bulldogs with Nevaeh Loveridge up. She struck out her last time up, but Nevaeh is a contact hitter for sure this year. The Kaiser commit was a .292 hitter and 11 RBIs. She can be counted on with runners in scoring position. So let's see if the Bulldogs can take advantage from the softball gods of their extra gift. And down to second. And they overthrew the throw. And they overthrow that one, too. And right now, Harmony needs to quit throwing the ball around as Nadia English will score as the catcher tried to pick off the second baseman came in to cut the throw off to go after Nadia, and the ball sailed over her head, and then Bailey took off for third. So throwing the ball around, not getting Harmony any outs. It's scoring Melbourne runs, and they lead it 5-0. Coaches will tell you in that situation, baseball, softball, hold the ball, call timeout, walk it in. And coach is going to replace her shortstop. And coming in to do that is going to be Amanda Whalen. Ari Rivas is going to move from short to outfield. Okay. So Amanda Whalen is the new shortstop. Ari Rivas moves to center. And Nevaeh Loveridge is still the batter. Bailey Holland is now on third with 2 outs and a 1-strike count to Nevaeh. Here's the pitch. High for a ball, 1-1. 1 ball and 2 strikes now. Or 1 ball and 1 strike, 2 outs, sorry. Green checks her wristband. Her coach yells out 1, 2, 4. Winds, kicks, and fires. And that's a bullet to the third baseman, who is just standing right where she needed to be for the third and final out of the inning. But the Bulldogs score 2 more times. They get 2 hits, 2 runs, 2 errors as we head to the top of the fourth. 5-0 Melbourne on top. As I believe we're going to now see the sophomore in the circle, Jazzy Frantic. Let's see. Let's see who comes out. It's a mystery. It is a mystery right now at the moment. Nope, Jazzy will not come out. It will be Kyla Berry. Not sure where Kyla is at the moment. There's Coach Adele's talking to Alicia and Kyla. All right, Kyla does come out for the top of the fourth inning. And we are Civic Green and Cohot all struck out last time up. They're due up here Kyla Berry's been perfect except for one walk. And that may be why she remains in the circle. Spoke to Coach Adele before the game, and he said that he may possibly. He did make a switch out in right field, though. We got out now playing right field is Alyssa Arnold. So Alyssa is in right. You all right? You good? Yeah, I just want to make sure you're not going to kill me this time. All right. Riley McKella. Joking around with her. She had a ball slip out of her hand and whizzed by my head. Yeah, I saw that, yeah. Swung on and missed by Sibbett. That's strike two. Nothing and two. Strike three. Strikeout. Number 10 for Kyla. Wow. And this will bring up the pitcher, Lindsey Green. 0 for 1. And this one is lifted down the right field line. And the new right fielder, Alyssa Arnold, with the grab. 2 outs. Great play by Alyssa. And this brings up Dominica Kohout. Who is 0 for 1. Swung on and missed. Strike one. 2 outs here, top 4. Strike 2. When I put the highlight clip together tonight, I'm going to put all these strikeouts in the highlight clip. The 0-2 with 2 outs. Strike 3. Oh, no, he says she fouled it off. Little early there by me. I guess she caught it there. 5-0 Melbourne on top 4th. The winner advances to the regional semifinals. She got a piece of that as well. So, Dominica Kohout doing her best Bee Gees impression, staying alive. Barry. Oh, my. And that'll be the third and final out. The off-speed pitch fooled the batter, and that's an understatement. And that will take us to the bottom of the 4th inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. Only one of the outs in this game from Harmony has been hit into the field, and that was a fly out to the right fielder. Everything else has been a strikeout. 5-0 Bulldogs as we head to the bottom of the 4th. Once again, we want to thank Scott Loveridge for sponsoring this game tonight and Relentless Real Estate. Scott Loveridge is does a great job, and if you have any real estate needs, please give Scott a call. And that telephone number for Relentless Real Estate and Scotty Loveridge is 321-302-0763. As Lindsey Green comes back into the circle for Harmony. Thank you. What's that? Goodness gracious. That is one mean looking bug. All right. 5-0. As Kyla Berry steps in. And that ball is blistered to the replacement shortstop who can't do anything with it. That ball was just, like I said, blistered. And Kyla Berry reaches again. She'll likely get a pinch runner. Courtesy runner coming, and it is Camden Hurd. As Camden Hurd comes in. 5-0. Melbourne on top. Number 5 at the plate. Haley Turner. Here's the pitch. She squares the bunt. That's a beaut. That's a nice sacrifice as Camden Hurd takes second. As Alyssa Arnold will step in. This is Alyssa's first at-bat in this one. This year, Alyssa comes in 18 games played, a .333 hitter. She's got 3 RBIs, 2 doubles. 2 of her 3 hits this year have been doubles. That catches the outside corner for strike one. 1-0. 0-1. I'll get it right eventually. And that'll be outside for ball one. 1-1. The 1-1. And it's now 1-2. Going to try to stick with Melbourne as far as we can here. Like to take that magical ride with them, a ride I believe that's going to end up in Claremont, Florida this year in the Final Four. So if you're interested in sponsoring the next Melbourne Bulldog game, get a hold of me as the ball gets by. And down the third goes Camden Hurd. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 1 out. A runner in scoring position at third base now for Arnold. Pitch popped up and caught for the second out here. And that'll bring up Allie Turner. Allie Turner has been on base twice tonight. 2 base hits, 2 for 2 at the dish. Here's the pitch. So that'll be a strike for the Belmont commit. 0-1. 5-0 Bulldogs comfortably ahead. And there's a hard ground ball. Second baseman up and over to first. Nice job that time fielding the ball. If you're scoring at home, that's 4-3, and that'll end the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left. We head to the top of 5, and it's 5-0 Melbourne. And coming up tomorrow on Brevard Sports Network, it is Class 6A Region 2 baseball between the Viera Hawks and the Melbourne Bulldogs. Those two teams got together last week on this very day with Vieira defeating Melbourne in the district championship game. Now, keep in mind the team that has won the district championship the last three in the last 6 years, the two teams have met 3 times in the district championship. The team that has won the district championship has lost in the regional. So take it however you want it. As Jazzy Francic is now in the circle, and that'll round out Kyla Berry's night. And what a night it was for Kyla Berry. 11 strikeout, no-hit performance. As Jazzy Francic steps in with a 0.12 ERA, 196 strikeouts this year, 4 away from 200. Five nothing Melbourne here, top of the 5th. As this will be Amanda Whaling stepping in. She'll be Jazzy's first hitter. And the sophomore's first pitch is a shot for a base hit. And that's the first hit of the game for Harmony. Four-two galley up. Thank you, Mandy. Appreciate that. My guy's doing a good job. Low for a ball. This is Haley Diaz. I hope my guys are doing a good job over there. Kayla Brown and Jackson Robb. I'm sure they are. Jackson's great at what he does. 15 years old, young man to be at ESPN in a couple of years. 1-0. Swung on and missed 1-1. So Amanda Whaling gets the first hit of the game. This is Diaz on deck is Angelica Castro. That ball's fouled back to the screen on the rising fastball. And it's 1-2 strikes. Francic looking for strikeout number 197 this year on this pitch. Her battery mate, a fellow sophomore, and Alicia Thompson. Thompson with the big blow in the first. The pitch just missed. 2-2 as the light flight helicopter takes off from Health First. Hate to see that. 2-2 strikes now. Francic working to Diaz. The pitch, strike 3. As Angelica Castro steps in. Angelica is 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Pitch swears the bunt right back into the mitt of Alicia Thompson for strike 1. 0-1, and Jazzy seems to have found her rhythm here as Valcourt and Turner are in for the bunt. And there's a shot to Bailey Holland. She flips to second for 1 over to first. 4-6-3. Holland, English, Valcourt, end of inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, none left. We head to the bottom of the 5th. 5-0 Bulldogs. What a double play. Great flip by Holland to English. What a turn by Nadia. And, of course, the big mitt there from Valcourt. And that's a beaut, Clark. Got to get my Christmas vacation reference in. So, all right. Let's take a look and see who goes where when teams win. Melbourne can have a big inning. They can end it here. 5-run inning can end it. Let's see here. All right. That is the state rankings. Regional. All right, here we go. Definitely need the readers for this one. All right. Well, that's baseball. Okay, never mind. See if I can figure this out based on the rankings here. All right. No, those are state. So Lakewood Ranch out of Bradenton's the number 1 team in the state. Lake Brantley's 2. That was Lake Brantley, the second-ranked team in the state of Florida. Hey, didn't you beat Lake Brantley? Didn't Melbourne? How were they ranked second? Unbelievable. Hey, how are you? Good. Swung on. I should probably get the camera fixed. And missed. That blows my mind. They're not just like ranked one spot ahead. They're ranked second. As Alicia Thompson steps in, Alicia has homered and struck out in this one, and the count is 1-1 to the power hitting catcher. Somebody's watching from Lake Brantley. No offense, but really? Pitch inside for a ball, 2-1. I'd just like for somebody to sit down and explain to me the formula. I know what I'm told the formula is, but I like to actually see it in motion. And Thompson with a shot that the center fielder bobbles, and it's going to cost her a base, so that's going to be a single with an error. And Thompson with a leadoff hit reaches second, and that'll bring up Sophia Valcourt. As Riley McKellar comes on the run. McKellar at second. The pitch to Sophia. That ball gets away from the catcher, and Riley wastes no time. Yeah, I know it's based on strength of schedule, but my issue with that, Coach, is this. Only 30, I know what the breakdown is. Only 33% of it's supposed to be based on strength of schedule. So even when you look at Melbourne's schedule, I'd put it head-to-head with Lake Brantley. It may be slightly better, but it's not 6 spots better. Foul back to the screen. Believe me, I've had this conversation with some people at the FHSAA about this and about how this works. And I've done it for football and basketball because it all works the same way, strength of schedule. And then the thing is what happens is you get your opponent's strength of schedule as well. So if Lake Brantley played a tough schedule, that ball lifted into right field, and the right fielder with a snow cone catch, but not enough to keep Riley McKellar at third. And the Hawks score the 6th run of the game as Valcourt almost parked that one exactly where Thompson did over the right field wall. But that's 1 out, and that'll bring up Nadia English. Nice RBI there by Sophia Valcourt. But So I know it's, the opponent's strength of schedule. You also get points for, your opponent's strength. It's nuts. But the most unbelievable aspect of the ranking system is head to head isn't considered, and neither is score. There are rules in place to prevent running scores up, obviously. So I don't know. Glad I don't have to put it together. 6-0 now. Melbourne on top, and it's 1-1 to Nadia English. English with an infield base hit her last time up. That scored a run. As this one is fouled back and out of play. And Nadia now looking at a 1-2 count here in the top of the fifth. On a beautiful night for softball from Dawson Field at Melbourne High School. The Bulldogs looking to advance to the regional semifinals. There's a ground ball that gets through, and Nadia English with a hit, her second of the night. And a one-out single brings up Bailey Holland. Last time, English stole her 11th base of the year. Yeah, Coach Shep, you beat Lake Brantley and then tied Doral. I mean, how are they there? Even the Lake Brantley coach said the other day on a post that I put up that Melbourne was the best team he had played all year. He commented that on a post that I put up about, how things should go down when the brackets came out. He was watching, and he said that. 1-0 fouled back, and it's 1-1 to Bailey. Bailey has created some havoc out there tonight on the base paths. It's all going to come out in the wash, though, isn't it, here in the next 2 weeks? 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Nadia English. Stetson commit. That is for sure. Once again, I want to thank Relentless Real Estate and Scott Loveridge for sponsoring tonight's broadcast. And there is a grounder foul. Once again, if you're interested in sponsoring next week, and if you're watching from out of county and you want us to come over and do your game, we can do that too. If we don't have anything here in Brevard County, give us a call at 321-693-7697 or email me at brevardsportsnet@gmail.com. brevardsportsnet@gmail.com. 1 ball and 2 strikes, and that grounder is foul. There are fees associated with these broadcasts when we get to this time of the year, which is why we have to reach out for sponsorships. 1-2 with 1 out. Holland lays off of that one. Nadia took a peek, went halfway, and came back. Saw an interesting play on TikTok, softball play on TikTok with the runner on first. The pitcher got the ball back, and she went to throw home, and it looked like she had dropped the ball behind her, but they had practiced it. The shortstop came in, and the runner on first thought she had dropped the ball as that's outside, 3-2. It was a practice play, and they ended up picking the runner off pretty easily. So it's a full count. Let's see what Nadia does here. Swung on and missed by Bailey Holland, and catcher takes a shot at Nadia, not going to get her. And that's 2 outs following the strikeout to Bailey as Nevaeh Loveridge steps in. Nevaeh 0 for 2, but hit the ball really good her last time up. Harmony not that far away. All they got to do is hop right on over. Go down 192. It's about 20 miles west. And there's a ground ball to the third baseman, up and over to first for the third and final out of the inning. No runs, one hit, no errors, one left. We head to the top of the sixth, and it's 6-0 Melbourne Bulldogs on top. So let's get the scoreboard updated here. Running out of outs are the Longhorns. As Jazzy Frantic jumps back in the circle. Kyla Berry, the James Madison University commit. Man, what a job she did in the circle tonight. That's all on camera. It's all there. All right. This is a fast one tonight. It's still light out. I don't know if you can see this. Look at that moon. Little three-quarter moon tonight. Beautiful night. All right. Here we go here. Cheyenne Dumford steps in. Ofer. Everybody's Ofer. This is a no-hitter going tonight. Oh, I'm sorry. It's a one-hitter now. That's right. They got a hit last inning. Strike one to Cheyenne Dumford, who struck out. Her first time up. This is just her second at bat in the game. She's the number 8 hitter. Francis, 0-1. Just off the outside corner, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Strike 2, and it's 1-2. The on-deck hitter for Harmony is scheduled to be Natalie Booth. Outside, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, nobody out, top 6, 6-0 Melbourne. Here, if anybody knows what's going on between Vieira and Seminole Ridge, please put it in the comment section. I would greatly appreciate the help. 2-2. Frantic winds, kicks and fires. Shoot. Strike 3. Strikeout number 198 this year. That's 2 on the night for Jazzy and 198 on the season. Inside for a ball to Natalie Booth, who, you guessed it, struck out her first time up. It's just been that kind of a night for Bulldog pitching, as it's been all year. I think strike 1. Melbourne has shut out, I think, 17 or 18 opponents this year. I'll take a look at the schedule, but it's just been remarkable what they have done. When you talk to the infielders and you ask them, they're like, we don't have to do anything. outside. I'm going to read you an incredible statistic here in just a second. 2-1. 2-2. Bulldog pitchers this year have faced 566 batters, 538 official at-bats. They have struck out 328 of them. 3-0 Vieira, bottom fifth. Thank you, Mr. Stockton. I appreciate that. I'd like to say hello to Timothy Stockton here. Of course, Timothy, last night, the Holy Trinity Tigers, a good year for Holy Trinity this year. Holy Trinity softball this year. They'll be back strong next year. O'Galley girls up 1-0. Fourth inning, O'Galley up 3-2. Third, that's a good one too. Caleb should be updating everybody there, and there's another strikeout. So Francis is now one strikeout away from 200 this year. And Ari Rivas, top six. Thanks, Tim. That Holy Trinity team, young, real young, and they're going to be something in the next couple of years. Blowing outside. Once again, we'd like to thank Scott Loveridge tonight for sponsoring this game, paying the FHSAA fees for all of your real estate needs. 321-302. Strike called. 321-302-0763. 5-3 O'Galley. Top four O'Galley. Come on. Come on, Commodores. Let's go. Softball and baseball. After last night, Brevard needs a good night tonight. Here's the pitch. There's a slapper foul. And it'll be a ball and 2 strikes now. Thank you all very much for the updates. Appreciate it. Can Jazzy Francis get strike 3 and strike out number 200? The 1-2. There it is! Strikeout number 200 this year. Ends the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. We head to the bottom of the 6th. 6-0. Bulldogs on top. Congratulations to Jazzy on that accomplishment. All right. Let's get the scoreboard. Let's get the comment updated here with the score here. Good for Vieira. Love to see Melbourne and Vieira in that regional final. In softball. We're going to see the baseball teams tomorrow night in the regional semifinals. What a shame one of those team seasons is going to come to an end tomorrow night, but it is. And that's the way. That'll be the 4th time tomorrow night in the last 6 years that has occurred. In 2016, Vieira won the district championship, and Melbourne won the regional. 2018, same outcome. Vieira won the district, and Melbourne the regional. And in 2019, it was the other way around with Melbourne, and then Vieira won the regional. So, of course, the Hawks last year, a Final Four team in baseball and softball, as these programs looking to duplicate that feat again this year. Melbourne and Vieira looking to reach that Final Four. Claremont and Fort Myers, respectively. Claremont for the girls and Fort Myers for the boys. The boys are really getting it stuck to their pitching staffs this year. They're going to have 5, 6, and 7A all having to play 3 games within 7-8 days. So they are definitely going to have to watch their pitching because there's pitch counts. 0-1. The batter is Jazzy Francic. Francic looks at a ball, and it's 1-1 to Jazzy. Jazzy, an outstanding hitter, too. It's a big reason why she is the reigning Brevard Sports Network and Florida Today, I might add, Player of the Year. She does a great job at the plate. She was a .341 hitter this year. Jazzy with 2 doubles, 9 RBIs, 15 hits this season. So Jazzy not only gets it done in the circle, but she gets it done at the dish. 2-1 to Francic. And this one is lifted into center field and caught. And that's 1 out. She got good metal on the ball, but just died out there. The breeze has really picked up. Bring up Haley Turner. And we're going to get some sort of a defensive or pitching change. We're going to get a pitching change here. And it looks like we're going to get Brinley Cowart coming in for Coach Minda and the Harmony Longhorns. That's a nice job tonight by Lindsey Green. It really was. Melbourne was 6 runs. 3 of them are unearned. So she will be charged with 3 earned runs. She did a good job tonight holding this team to just 6 runs. But as for your new pitcher, Cowart, this is her 8th appearance this season. She's 2-0 with a 1.88 ERA. She's got 7 strikeouts in 18 2/3 innings pitched this year. She's allowed 6 walks, given up 5 runs. They're all earned. 17 hits in 71 official at-bats. Opponents are batting .239 against her this year. So 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th, and a 6-0 Melbourne lead. And we've got a new pitcher. Coach says, let's get it done. She says, I will. I'm going to log off here immediately and head right over to O'Galley. So I'll be over at O'Galley. Maybe I can call the final couple innings there with Jackson. As Haley Turner steps in. One of the highlights of my year last year broadcasting was that regional final in softball. Haley nearly laid a Butte down, but it rolls foul. Alyssa Arnold on deck. It's Coach Kintai in the foreground there. Head football coach, track coach. 0-1 to Turner. One and one. 1 ball and 1 strike. That's a nice looking pitch. 1-2. Turner's ready now. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 out here in the top of the 6th. That one got away from her, and it's 2-2. Two and two, 1 out. pitch. And there's a shot back to the pitcher, up and over to first for out number 2. And Alyssa Arnold will step in. Allie Turner steps into the on-deck circle. She would be next. A couple of hits tonight for Allie. Wind blowing straight in. She squares the bunt. And that's high and inside for a ball. Love this pitcher's motion. I think she actually goes all the way up on her toes. Both of them. Both of her. Watch her cleats. I think she goes on her toes on both of them. No, just one. And there's a hard ground ball to the shortstop. Up and over to first. And that's an outstanding play for the third and final out here. As we go to the top of the 7th, the Harmony Longhorns are down to their final 3 outs. The Melbourne Bulldogs look to put them away here in regional quarterfinal action. As we head to that top of the 7th, it's Melbourne 6, Harmony nothing. As Jazzy Francic picked up her 200th strikeout of the year last inning. There's a look at Valcourt, Holland, English. Over at third base is Turner. The girls over here playing catch and warm up. There's Kyla Berry, who struck out 11 tonight. And just an amazing, outstanding effort. And I'll tell you what, you got to deal with Jazzy and you got to deal with Kyla. That's why I like Melbourne over Bartow all day long. I like Melbourne to just get to the state championship. I do. And I don't mean any offense to anybody else, but when you strike out 340 batters in a year and you play defense the way they do and you got the timely hitting that Melbourne does, I just feel like it's their year. The adversity that they've had to overcome here in the last month, I think that it's teed up for a storybook ending. 6-0 here as Ireland Civet steps in. She's 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. Pitch from Jazzy, and she starts off Civet with a strike. Strike 2, as that one I didn't even see cross the plate. Goodness gracious, that was heat. Four strikeouts for Jazzy. Strike 3, 1 out. Make it 5. So bring up Lindsey Green, I believe. No, you got a pinch hitter. It's going to be the new pitcher, Brinley Cowart. The pitch to Brinley, strike 1. So Brinley Cowart, 0-1 now. Francic is thrown. Nothing but heat here to start the top of the 7th. She's got 1 out, and the Bulldogs are 2 outs away from advancing right back to where they were a year ago. And you really get the feeling that, you know, it was such a devastating loss for Melbourne last year in that regional semifinal against Vera. They fully expected to win it, and I think anybody watching thought they would too. But Skylar Wagoner came in, pitched a 3-hit shutout, and it was Vieira that advanced, strike 2. To the Final Four in Claremont. So the Bulldogs had to gather themselves and picked up a couple of new players and have come all the way back to this point. And we'll see what they've learned when they get there coming up in the regional semifinals, because you always learn lessons in situations like that. The pitch outside, and the count is even up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. And Brindley Coward looking for what would be just the second Harmony Longhorn hit. Frantic from the hip, winds, kicks, fires, as Sophia Valcourt will come in and pick that one out of the sky. And it's 2 outs. So it's going to be 7 o'clock Tuesday right here. So the Bulldogs will host their next. They don't have to travel to the regional finals unless Vieira or somebody can upset Bartow. Two outs. Pitch. High and outside. Ball 1. One and 0 to Dominica Cohout. 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts, and there is strike 1. Melbourne this year 21-2-1. One and 1. 1 and 2. And the Longhorns are down to their final strike. Strike 3, and the Melbourne Bulldogs advance to the regional semifinals with a 6-0 win over the Harmony Longhorns. Your winning pitcher, Kyla Berry, Jazzy Frantic combined for just an unbelievable one-hit effort in the circle tonight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 strikeouts tonight as Jazzy Frantic picks up strikeout number 200. And the Bulldogs will advance to the regional semifinals. So once again, we'd like to thank Relentless Real Estate, Scott Loveridge, and again, for all of your real estate needs, please give Scott a call, and 321-302-0763. So your final score from Dawson Field, the Melbourne Bulldogs 6, the Harmony Longhorns 0. Have a great night, everybody. But as always, make it a sports night.